Hi, I'm Bryn. We aim to make Buckinghamshire and Milton Keynes the safest place in England to live, work and travel. Today we're talking about one of the most common and painful injuries, burns, and most importantly, how to avoid them. First up, the kettle that makes your morning cuppa. Always make sure it's on a safe, flat surface well away from the edge so that children or pets can't accidentally put it down on top of themselves. Remember, the steam coming out the kettle can also scald you if it touches your skin. Now a really common one, hot drinks. You need to take special care when carrying these. In fact, it's best to just sit down and relax rather than walking around with your cuppa. But when you do have to put it down, make sure it's well out of reach of little fingers. Everyone likes to look smart, even if it does mean getting the iron out. So if you do have a mountain of clothes to get through, here's a few things to consider. Set up the ironing board in a safe place well out of the main walkway areas, and make sure you keep your fingers away from the sole plate. If you do need to leave it unattended, make sure it's cool and switched off. Now to the bathroom. Who doesn't love a nice hot soak in the bath? Kids also love splashing around in the water, but there are a few simple tips to remember here too. Before you or your children get in, make sure you test the temperature of the water first. Don't leave children to do this on their own. If you or one of your family do get burnt, however, here are a few simple first aid treatments you can do to help alleviate the pain and keep damage to a minimum. The first thing you should do is try to cool the burn. The best way to do this is to get it under a cold tap. Leave it there for at least 20 minutes. It really does take that long to cool a burn down. Once you've cooled the burn, you need to protect it from any germs getting in and from it being knocked. However, you don't want anything sticky near it. One of the best things to use is cling film. It might sound strange, but it's really important to keep the patient warm too, especially if they're suffering from shock. And if it's a really severe burn, it's best to seek medical attention or go to the A&E department.